How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing another first thoughts today. Today we're doing Radha, Heart of Keld. So this is probably my favorite out of the commanders from M21, other than obviously Rin and Sari, because I love me some dogs. But this commander is very cool. I think it's probably one of the strongest commanders that they recently released from the set. And yeah, I'm very excited about this one. And so we're just going to hop straight into this. So, Radha, it doesn't matter. The first strike thing barely matters. Barely matters. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play it if it's a land card. All right. Sorry about that. How much mana is that? 6 mana to give everything +1/+1. Oh, Radha gets +1/+1 equal to the number of lands you control. So this is going to be a Voltron-y deck. You're going to try to build Radha, get a lot of lands on board, crank Radha up, and swing for lethal. So, the key thing here is it's based on the number of lands that you have. So, you need to have a lot of lands. This is going to be a deck where you probably play like 50 lands in the deck. Like, it's going to be a very, very high land count. And you're going to want every card that you can that says put extra lands into play. So, I'm going to go through a nice list here of cards that let you play additional lands and such. So, Mina and Den gives you additional lands. I'm pretty sure that gives you trample as well if you wanted to. So that's really good with Radha. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I mean, mana fixing plus additional lands. Burgeoning, more lands. Exploration, same thing. Wayward Swordtooth, Oracle Moldiah. Oracle Moldiah kind of works the same as Radha. So if Radha gets killed, you still have that ability of being able to look at the top card. Azusa just got reprinted in the same set. 3 lands a turn. Bam, bam, bam. Horn of Greed, that kind of works. Horn of Greed and Gear per Orrery both kind of work for everybody, but you're going to be able to capitalize on it most. And Rites of Flourishing also, same boat. More works for everybody, but you're capitalizing on it most, just because of the fact that you get to play lands off the top of your library, so it's just pure card advantage. And you could hit pockets of like 4 lands, especially if you have like 50 lands in your deck. Very good chance of you hitting a couple lands in a row and being able to really ramp out. You're going to want to have an ability to get lands out of your graveyard, because you're going to want to run fetches and stuff like that in this deck, just to get the most value possible, extra landfall triggers, stuff like that. So you're going to want to have like Ravenop Excavator, Crucible of Worlds, Titania, she's very good at when you have those out. Life from the Loam, sweet card, being able to return it to your hand while being able to dredge stuff into your graveyard. Menninger Dominaria, just throw every land from your graveyard into play. Same thing with like Splendid Reclamation. And Red and 6, just very good at recurring lands. There's a lot of lands that you're going to want to recur too. We'll get to those later though. So you're going to want to run some of the basic ramp stuff, plus like some additional rampy stuff, like the ramp that you have to sacrifice a land for is ideal in this deck. So stuff like Crop Rotation, Harrow, Springbloom Druid, all those are auto includes. Then you're just going to obviously run like your Cultivates, Godammer's Reach, Farseek, Explosive Vegetation, Migration Routes, Circuitous Routes, Nature's Lore, Tempted Discovery, and Scape Shift, because get the good lands. And yeah, so there's a lot of good creatures and good cards that work with those lands as well, because if you're playing a lot of lands, you want to be able to capitalize on all these lands coming into play. You can do something like Avenger Zendikar, make a bunch of dorks. Ooh, sorry about that. Make a bunch of dorks, grow all your dorks, do stuff like that. Rampaging Ballast, make a bunch of big dudes. Multani becomes a big dude. It's going to be as big as you can pump up Radha, which is going to be big. Like, you're hoping to make that big. Courser of Krufix, again, lets you play lands on top of your library, but get some life gain out of it. Tireless Tracker, Investigate, not bad. It's good card advantage. Lotus Cobra just ramps you, helps you out a lot especially when you have additional lands and fetches and stuff like that. Elvish Reclaimer, it's kind of like Crop Rotation, being able to fetch out really specific lands that you need. Sylvan Awakening, and just a good way to swing out with your creatures if Radha's just not cutting it. Amulet of Vigor, so that way your lands into the battlefield untapped, because a lot of these cards are going to bring lands in tapped. You got Nissa Vital Force, so you can draw a bunch of cards whenever a land enters. And on this, Locus of Rage, because makes big dudes and bolt stuff. Ooh, sorry about that. Then yeah, you're going to want to have some very specific like utility lands in the deck too. So since you're going to be able to recur stuff from your graveyard, it's good to have like Strip Mine, Wasteland, stuff like that. Very strong in the deck. Ghost Town, so that we can just use that to repeatedly do landfall triggers. Same thing with all the bounce lands, those are very helpful. Lotus Field lets you sack some lands. Same thing with Scorched Ruins and Lotus Veil. You can sack some lands, get some lands in your graveyard while having a bigger land in place. Valakut, that just seems fun when you're going to escape shift and stuff like that. Plus, since it is 2-color, you'll have a lot of mountains. Field of the Dead, because you're going to have a lot of different lands. You might as well capitalize on that and make some zombies. And yeah, there's others out there. Kessig Wolf Run, that's going to be an auto include in the deck. And you could throw in Glacial Chasm if you really wanted to. You could throw in Dark Depths and Vesuva / Thespian Stage to have a little fun there. There's a lot of things you can do. Then you're also going to want to throw in equipment and stuff like that that you can give Radha trample with, because Radha does not trample on her card, but she can get big. So stuff like Loxodon Warhammer, that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head because I did not think to write any down. But Loxodon Warhammer and any other equipment that give trample, ideal. Blackblade Reforged just doubles it. Very strong in this deck. And yeah, I think that those are key cards in building Radha. I think it's a pretty straightforward deck to build, and it seems like a very fun deck to build. I mean, I love playing lands, and who doesn't like hitting hard? Hitting hard is always fun. Gotta hit it hard. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, or if you're going to build Radha, let me know in the comment section. Because I want to see what you're going to build. I want to see if you have any cool tech that I missed. If there's anything really fun, anything really synergistic that I didn't mention, please let me know. Let me know. If you have a list, if you have already built a list, link it down below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you really want to support the channel, you can check me out on Patreon, and you can check out the Discord. You can get one of those cool play mats that I gave away not long ago. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.